Black Bolt and White Flare are now officially out on the Pokemon TCG Live app, and there is one deck that I have in mind. Ethan's Typhlosion. Welcome back to the Totodile gang, the friendliest gang in all of Pokemon, or if you're new around here, welcome in. And today we are talking about the new addition to Ethan's Typhlosion that just very well could bring this deck to being a top 5 deck in the meta. That addition is, of course, Brave Bangle. This is a tool card that I've been waiting on for a long freaking time. If y'all remember what the Choice Band did, it is that, but for EX Pokemon. The Pokemon this card is attached to simply attacks for 30 more damage onto your EX Pokemon, and 30 damage just so happens to be perfect for Typhlosion to reach those upper HP Pokemon. Now, if y'all remember the video I did a little while ago, this is a deck that I absolutely love. I took this deck to NAIC despite me knowing it not really being the time for it yet. I almost made day 2 with it, and now I'm very excited that we have some serious hitting power with Typhlosion. Now, we already had the Gravity Mountain, which helped us out a ton. It reduces the HP of all stage 2 Pokemon on the board by 30. So that was our main way of getting to those Charizard, Dragapult, Gardevoir types, where we could lower it by 30, and then usually we could hit into it for enough if we had a Defiance Band or Victinis down on the board, something like that. Now it's much simpler. We still do play 1 Victini and 1 Gravity Mountain, but we do play 3 Brave Bangles because that just makes Ethan's Typhlosion so much stronger. So, if you didn't know, Typhlosion's attack Buddy Blast hits for 60 damage plus 40 more for each Ethan's Adventure supporter card we have in the discard pile. Now, Ethan's Adventures are extremely valuable. They allow us to search our deck for any combination of 3 Fire Energies or Ethan's Pokemon. So it's great Pokemon search, and it allows us to go get energies, which we only need 1 to attack with Typhlosion, which does allow us to run a really low amount of energies. We, like many decks, want to go second, want to get a TM evolution off on our first turn, and then we're also working to get our Ethan's Adventures into the discard pile as quickly as we can manage while also getting good value out of them. Your matchup will 100% determine how fast you need to be getting your Ethan's Adventures in the discard pile. If we're up against a fellow single prize deck, we can take our time, we can use the Ethan's Adventures just as they're intended, and get as much value out of them as possible, and know that we're not going to have to hit for that much damage. But if we're up against these big boys of the meta, the Charizard, the Dragapult, the Guardies, we gotta rush to get those Ethan's Adventures into the discard pile as quickly as we can, but we do want to be using at least 1 or 2 of them if possible, because they're so valuable. But we do run 3 Professor's Researches and 4 Ultra Balls to try to give us plenty of options to get those Ethan's Adventures in the discard pile if we just need to up our damage output really quickly. At first, I was not a Professor's Research fan in this deck, but it's grown on me, and it's been so clutch at times, not only to give me a new hand, but to get multiple Ethan's Adventures in the discard pile. If, say, you have 3 Quilavas down on your bench, you can use Bonded by the Journey 3 times, and then if you have a Research in hand, just get rid of all of them instantly, and then the odds that you'll get a Typhlosion or an Energy or whatever you need off of that research are still high. That's the nice thing. Other than that, our other real draw support is going to be a 2-2 line of Dreepy Drakloak. Now, in the past, I ran a 1-1 line, and while it was nice to have other cards in the deck, I think a 2-2 line is probably the move, because while Drakloak isn't 100% necessary, it is extremely clutch for just giving you another chance to get that one card that you might need, or that would be able to allow you to Ultra Ball away an Ethan's Adventure instead of having to use it, you know? Another kind of draw support Pokemon we have is Cleffa, this cute little guy I absolutely love. He's got free retreat, and then if we're going second and we don't have a TM evolution and we just don't have many cards in hand, Cleffa can come up absolutely clutch, just draw us up to 7. Or if we've gotten a really good lead on the game, but we kind of stall out in the middle and we just need something to do to get us new cards, Cleffa can come up clutch mid-game. Now, the only 2-prize Pokemon we have in this deck is Fezandipiti. I think it's necessary. I love the inclusion of Blood Moon Ursaluna, but I don't love the idea of having another 2-prizer in this deck. I think Fezandipiti is necessary because sometimes you just need more cards. And honestly, if I don't have to put Fezandipiti down, I will not. If I have the option to either put Fez down early game or discard it, I'm discarding it 100% of the time because you do not want to leave a 2-prize liability on your board with this deck. Now for the Ace spec. I know a lot of people are going to go Secret Box. It's the most common, popular Ace spec currently. Obviously, thankfully, we don't have to play the Maximum Belt anymore, which that was always just really annoying. For me, the decision is really between Secret Box and Unfair Stamp. Y'all know I'm an Unfair Stamp simp. I love that card. I absolutely love it. It gives you easy disruption no matter what portion of the game you're at. That's my favorite thing. I know that one of my baby guys is going to get knocked out early game, and that always opens the window for an early game Brilliant Blender, which can be, or not Brilliant Blender, an early game Unfair Stamp, which can be so devastating. So devastating. Unfair Stamp single-handedly won me like 2 or 3 rounds in NAIC. Just having the ability to just mess with their hand whenever, if one of my Pokemon gets knocked out, which I'm a single prize deck. My Pokemon are getting knocked out all the time. It's not that big of a deal. They gotta knock out, hopefully, 6 Pokemon if I don't put down Fezandipiti. And we don't run Luxurious Cape anymore because, again, Brave Bangle is just so much better. So we're not even making our Typhlosion a 2-prize liability. It's literally just Fezandipiti that is a 2-prize liability. Other than that, this deck is pretty simple. We want to TM Evo as soon as we possibly can. We want to use Quilava's ridiculously goated ability, Bonded by the Journey, to just get us an Ethan's Typhlosion whenever we want. That is cracked, by the way. If you have multiple Quilavas down, you can just get as many Ethan's Adventures out as you want and then discard a few and use one. Like, that's so nasty to just up your damage output like that. Not too much to this deck. Other than that, let's get into some good and bad matchups. Couple solid matchups for us are going to be Raging Bolt, Joltik Box, pretty much any lower HP 2-prizer. If the 2-prize deck is below 280 HP and now below 300 HP, we're chilling. So I think even our bad matchups are going to be much better than what they were without the Brave Bangle. The Brave Bangle patches so many matchups. Whereas before, we're really, really bad into Grimmsnarl. We're really, really bad into Dragapult Charizard. Now, I think we have a much, much better chance into those decks. Also, most other single prize decks we are going to demolish just because of how efficiently this deck gets going. Like, just purely based on the fact that we have so many Buddy-Buddies, so many Arvens, so many Ethan's Adventures, so many Cyndaquils, so many Quilavas. There is a very solid chance that you will get your deck going, if not a little bit quicker, more efficiently than your opponent. And that helps out so much. Because Typhlosion can hit for so much damage, for so little energy, once you get it evolved. And some bad matchups for us are probably going to continue to be a little bit of Gardevoir. I think Charizard might be a little bit tough, but we should be able to hang with them a lot better now. Cynthia's Garchomp is still going to be a difficult matchup because they can make their deck really, really, really tanky. Roaring Moon is probably pretty bad because they can pretty easily take one-hit KOs, and I wouldn't be shocked if we see a lot more Roaring Moon now that we have bigger HP Pokemon coming with the Mega Set. But yeah, I think Brave Bangle genuinely makes the Dragapult and the Dragazard matchups so much closer. And if a lot of the Guardy that we see is now Guardy Jellicent, I think we have a slightly better chance into Gardevoir Jellicent than we do into just Gardevoir, because Gardevoir can use Screamtail and Drifloon, and if they're using Jellicent, then that does give us actually the opportunity to take more KOs. I really think Typhlosion will be a great meta call, especially with Goldango getting significantly better with the Genesect EX. So I honestly think you can play this deck to locals, cups, challenges, regionals, worlds, everything. I would not be shocked if the first couple regionals I play are with Typhlosion. We'll see. Obviously, the meta is going to change, but I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, let's go over the deck list that we're using today, and then we'll go over a few cards that I'm thinking about adding in or things that you could consider adding into your list. As you can see, we're trying for maximum efficiency. 4 Cyndaquil, 4 Quilava. We do have 3 Typhlosion. Just the 1 Victini, just in case we need it. It's nice because you can also Buddy-Buddy Poffin for it. So if you're literally just 10 HP short of taking a knockout and you have a Buddy-Buddy, boom, Victini, that will add that extra 10 damage. It's still really nice to have, even though we do have the Brave Bangle. Sometimes that will come in clutch. Obviously, we need Shaymin to protect us a little bit from Grimmsnarl, protect us from the baby Raging Bolt. That helps us so much in the Raging Bolt matchup, is that we can block them from sniping our bench. Obviously, I really like the inclusion of Cleffa. Gives us a little bit of extra reliability early in the game. It's just nice to have that. It's just nice to have that ability to just draw back up to 7 cards. And then, yeah, like I said, a 2/2 Dreepy Drakloak is what I've found to work the best without sacrificing other cards. I've seen people run a 3/3. I don't hate that, but I think a 1/1 or a 2/2 works just fine. In terms of Pokemon that I'm considering adding in, Blood Moon Ursaluna is always on my mind. Typhlosion does have a bit of a late game problem sometimes where it can slow down once they've taken out all your Typhlosions and you have to like, oh shoot, we need to set up another one and we can't. So Blood Moon Ursaluna is a great addition. One thing that I will say is when I was testing Blood Moon in this deck, I was opening with just Blood Moon like a decent amount of the time, and it was so frustrating because we don't have Switch, we don't have that many energies, so you can't do much with Blood Moon Ursaluna up in the active. So as much as I like Blood Moon, probably not, especially now that we have Brave Bangle. I think that makes up for it a little bit. Another thing is we'll talk about other draw engines. Some people will play Dunsparce as a draw engine. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it because once you do it, it's gone, and you have to Artisan or have to Buddy-Buddy Poffin for another Dunsparce so you can keep that chain rolling. So I don't love the Dunsparce, especially with Team Rocket's Watchtower in the meta. Speaking of Team Rocket's Watchtower, the other main engine that people have been playing is Pidgeot EX. I personally don't like Pidgeot EX in this deck because it feels like it would be too clunky to get up and going. Once it gets up and going, that sounds awesome. Pidgeot would be freaking sweet for this deck because there are many times where you just need one specific card. But I think we can make up for it with our other supporters and with Drakloak to not have exact choice of card and just rely on our deck building to get us the card that we need. In terms of items, we're pretty simple. 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffins, 4 Ultra Balls. We want that maximum consistency. We do have 1 Super Rod, 2 Night Stretchers, so not a ton of recovery, which can get a little dicey at times at the end of the game. We need the Redeemable Ticket in case we prize some Ethan's Adventures, or if we just prize a few Typhlosions or something. Redeemable Ticket is unfortunately 100% necessary for this deck. We do have the 2 counter catchers and the 2 bosses, so we kind of split our gust half and half for supporter and item. I like this because, again, I'm playing a single prize deck. I count on my opponent to take knockouts early in the game while I'm setting up. You have to put that into your mind of this is how this deck works. You're gonna get knocked out early in the game. That's why I love Unfair Stamp. That's why I love counter catcher. If they're taking knockouts early, that means our counter catcher is viable, and we could potentially, if we're in a good spot, right, with our Ethan's Adventures in the discard pile, we could Arven for a counter catcher and a Brave Bangle and boss up some EX and take a big KO. So I really like that, especially for like the Raging Bolts of the world, where you know they're gonna take a knockout early, and then you could potentially counter catcher up Teal Mask, knock them out, even if you don't have that many Ethans in the discard pile. Anyways, I like the 2/2 of the counter catcher boss. I feel like it gives you a good variety of gust options. And as I mentioned earlier, I do love the Unfair Stamp. I'm a sucker for a good Unfair Stamp. I do think Secret Box is also a great play for this deck. It gets you whatever you need, especially, I will say, if you're playing rare candies. So I play no rare candies. I count on TM Evo and just the natural will of God to get my Quilavas and Typhlosions up. I don't hate the idea of adding in a rare candy for those late game scenarios where you need to just go straight from Cyndaquil to Typhlosion. I don't hate that at all. And I would say if you do play 1 or 2 rare candies, Secret Box is probably going to be your best bet for Ace Spec. I like, again, taking my time, getting my stuff set up, and disrupting my opponent with Unfair Stamp. But both of these are very quality options for this deck. And for Supporter, once again, we are going for as much consistency as we can realistically get here. 4 Arvens, 4 Ethans, 3 Research I really like, and then yeah, the 2 Boss, and then the 1 Iono, just in case we do have too much stuff in our hand that we can't use right now and we need a new hand. The 1 Iono can come up extremely clutch, or late game, our opponent's way ahead of us and we just need to slow them down. Boom, Iono. As far as stadiums go, I am currently only running 1 Gravity Mountain. I could see myself bumping this up to 2. I could see myself running like 1 Gravity Mountain, 1 Artisan. I think both of those are fine options. And another stadium that I could see being added in would be a Town Store. Now that we have Brave Bangle, which is so clutch, and we are very reliant on TM Evolution. And hey, Rescue Board is not a bad tool either. Which, oh shoot, I forgot. I played this entire day with Rescue Board. I'm actually going to change that to Big Air Balloon because Big Air Balloon is better in every single way. So that's on me. That's on me. But yeah, Brave Bangle, Big Air Balloon, or TM Evo are all incredibly important to us. So I could easily see a Town Store being thrown into this deck. And speaking of which, Brave Bangle, most important addition to this deck. This is the card that will actually allow us to hang with the big boys. Like before we were trying to and we could sometimes. Now I think we actually can with the Brave Bangle. Again, we're going to be putting a Big Air Balloon in here. I played the whole video with Rescue Board. That was just me being dumb. I forgot Big Air Balloon is here now and is so much better. And we do play the 2 TM Evolutions. You could cut this down to 1. I like the 2 just because, honestly, mid or late game TM Evos are sometimes super clutch. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, this is the deck list that I'm working with today. A lot of different cards that you can kind of switch in if you wanted, but I really like this 60. I've been playing really well with it, and let's get into some gameplay. Howdy, y'all. I'm so sorry. I did not realize that I was not recording for the last, like, 15 minutes or so. I love it when that happens. Love it when that happens. Well, we're playing Ceruledge as a little catch up here. They went first. They didn't do much. We went second. We Grasping Drew. We got a bunch of Cyndaquils down. They got their Ceruledge out next turn. Started taking knockouts. We got our Ethan's Adventures in the discard pretty quick. And then we just took out a Ceruledge last turn. So we are winning 4-5 or 4-4, or we're tied, I guess, in prize cards, but we're winning because we have a single prize deck, you know. But they gave us an okay hand. We can always just like Sacred Ash and then Research. I'm okay with that, especially if I mean, they're gonna knock out this Typhlosion. So yeah, that'll work. We'll be able to just shuffle back in a decent amount, right? It's 5, yeah. Shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard into your deck. So. And they do, okay, I was like, they do not have an energy to Revavroom, but they got flipped the script. And they attached to Charcadet. And they have 1 for Rumbling. There they go. There they go. Alright. So yeah, I've decided, I think I'm just going to go with 2-2-2 line. Ignore the Revavrooms. I was thinking about taking them out earlier. But, yeah, we are 2-0. We won the first game against Typhlosion. They were playing Pidgeot Typhlosion and just couldn't get their stuff going. So yeah, we're 1-0. Hopefully about to be 2-0. Feeling pretty good here, honestly. All of our Ethans are in the discard, and that is A-okay. Be able to get a bunch of Pokemon back here. Probably just those. I don't need Cleffa in there. I think we just Research here. Or they did take a knockout. We could Unfair Stamp. Let's Unfair Stamp. Why not? Why not? It's my favorite card in the meta right now, honestly. Unfair Stamp is so freaking good. It's so good. I don't care that they're going to be able to draw some off Fez and probably get some off Revavroom. I just like the disruption factor of it all. Alright, that'll work. Get rid of that. Well, get rid of that and that. Could go get a Drakloak, but I'm just going to go get a Typhlosion. And then next turn we can go get Drakloak if we need to. Alright. I like that. 310 onto the EX Pokemon. Looks nice. Looks nice. This is a solid matchup for us. We got a boss. Let's go. So even if they want to try to stall, they can't. We have this win so in the pocket. Do they have any energies left? Like, man, you got a lot in the discard. I'd be a little surprised if you had any left. Ah, they do. They got 2 more left. I guess Ceruledge does have to run, like, what, 16, 17, 18, something like that? They run a lot of freaking energies. They run a lot of energies. So they're going to have to... find a Ceruledge somewhere. They got 3 cards left in their deck. Is the Ceruledge in those last 3? It is. That's crazy. That's wild. I mean, yeah, no matter what, I guess we just need to get an energy. We need an energy pretty bad, but we can go get Fez, and that'll just get us 3 cards. And if we don't get an energy, we can boss up Revavroom and hope that, you know, see if they have a boss or a switch, not a boss. Not a boss. All right, my free retreat Dreepy. It's a bit of a tongue twister. We drew the Drakloak. Incroyable. Do we have any energies left? There's 1. There's 1. So we need, yeah, we're gonna need to shuffle things up a little bit here. Go grab Fez. So a Night Stretcher, or, which we haven't used a single Night Stretcher. A Night Stretcher or an energy just wins it here. And we can boss up Revavroom as well. There it is. We got it. And we had research too. G to the GGGs. I think I prized 1 energy. I think we were short 1. Okay. Beautiful. Too easy. I wish y'all had seen the first part, but my bad. I forgot to hit freaking record. Yep, there's my last energy. Well, I know y'all have only seen half of game 2, but now we're on to game 3. Fuck me. Alright, essentially on to game 2. Took care of Ceruledge. Let's see if we can get like a stage 2 matchup, because that's what I'm really excited about now, is we can actually deal with stage 2 matchups with our Brave Bangle. Alright, let's get into what is essentially game 2. I'm still so pissed that I did not hit record. We have switched or tweaked the deck just a little bit, taken out one of the Victinis and added in another TM Evo to make the odds that we get TM Evo first turn just a little bit higher. And we started with a mulligan anyways. Cool. Would have been a pretty decent starting hand too. Would have been a pretty decent starting hand. Alright. And we start with a Dreepy and no Buddy-Buddy Poffins. Cool. Swaggy. Swaggy, swaggy. It's not like we were on 4 of them. You know? Oh, fuck me. Item lock and tool lock. How much HP does Jellicent have? It's like 270, right? It's within our range. Dude, fuck. Oh, I did not want to play against this. So yeah, when Jellicent EX is in the active, it prevents me from playing tools and it prevents me from playing items. I wonder if this is... Okay, I was like, I wonder if it's Guardy and Jellicent or just Jellicent. But I guess even just Jellicent still probably has Guardy in it as an energy accelerator. That would make sense. I feel like that would make sense. Oh, and then their attack also makes it so that we can't play any item cards. Cool. Dude, that's so... Dude. Oh my god. Pokemon... Bro, I've got a bone to pick. I have a motherfucking bone to pick with Pokemon. Why? Why do you release a set that just makes Gardevoir even stronger? The current best deck in format, the deck that I'm personally extremely fucking sick of. Why are you making that stronger? Why are you bringing back Miraidon? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why? What is the reasoning? Like, it's just, it pisses me off to no end that they just do, like, it's just, okay, well, I'm like, let's play all the freaking tools and items that we can right now, because we're not going to be able to use them later. Let's go that, because we have a Quilava in hand, so he's already got the energy he can retreat off to, so we're not too worried about that. And then now it's just like, well, kind of a bummer we didn't get to discard any Ethan's Adventures, but oh well. At least we got to use a TM Evo, I guess. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of where Pokemon's taking the meta right now. And obviously that's my opinion, but like, I don't know. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it as of late. And the app. Can we talk about the fucking app? How much of an absolute nightmare, how much of an absolute shit show this app is? Every time they update it, they break it. And every time they update it, they break it. And now I had to move, like, I know this is a minor thing, but I had to move my little camera over to the right side because now Reshiram's white background makes so you can't see the text of how many prize cards your opponent has left. So I can't have my camera over here, which I liked doing because it covered my opponent's username. I was like, there's no reason for that to be in my videos, so like, we'll cover it. But now I can't because y'all don't know how many prize cards they have left. It's just these little tiny things. It's like, did y'all not think about this for more than a second? Put Zekrom over there, bro. Like, that's not that hard. Put Zekrom over there. Put Reshiram over here. Why do you do the things that you do? It makes no sense. Like, it's just so annoying. It's just so annoying. This Pokemon has at least 2 extra energies. It does 80 more. Oh, great. So it does 160. What are we, 170? Okay. We're okay then. We're okay then. Of course, it's lovely that we just have this freaking Ultra Ball in hand, but we can't fucking use it. Do we go Typhlosion or do we go Iono here? Let's go Typhlosion, just so we don't even have to get it off Ethan's Adventure. So, yeah, I mean, we'd be in fantastic position if we could use items right now. If we could use items right now, yeah, we'd be killing it. We'd be killing it. Alright, is that the move? Or do we even leave off this energy and just go get another Cyndaquil? I think that might be the move. In case they start bench sniping. I don't even know if they play Screamtail, but I'm just nervous. And I want plenty of options to be able to Ethan's Adventure and do all that fun stuff. So we will use this Bonded by the Journey. In case they do boss KO my Quilava, which I could see happening. Okay, so yeah, as of right now, we're not fully safe. Because we are going to give them some damage counters to work with. We only have 1 Ethan's Adventure. We have no way of using Ultra Balls. We already got rid of one of our 2 bosses' orders. It's not looking good for us, my peoples. They already have 2 energies in the discard pile and a Curlia down. I think we're totally fucked. Oh, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. So they only need 4 energies on Jellicent to hit for 160 too. And then they would just need a Dark Energy in hand for Monkey Dory. And then they're knocking out my Typhlosion. And And they had Guardian Hand. Cool. No, that's awesome. No, that's so cool. And an Arven. So they can go get a freaking Earthen Vessel and get a Dark Energy. No, they probably don't even have to do that. They probably just... No, there it is. There it is. Bro, it's like I'm a goddamn psychic. The way I know when Pokemon's about to fuck me over. Every time. They do. Every time. Anyways. I'm pissed off at Pokemon right now. And I'm pissed off at Pokemon for enabling Gardevoir even further. Like, it's been a top 5 deck in the meta for the entire time I've been playing Pokemon. Like, since I've gotten back into it. The last 2 years and a few months, Gardevoir has been a top 5, maybe at times top 10, but usually a top 5, typically a top 3 deck in the meta. That's so dumb. Like, oh, they didn't get the knockout. Hell yeah. Okay, that's sick. That's sick. But that's so dumb. Like, have a little bit of variety in your life. Spice it up a little bit, Pokemon. You don't have to have the same fucking decks be good for all the freaking time. You just don't have to. You don't have to. I don't know why they do this. I have no freaking idea why they do this. And it pisses me off. Pisses me off. Because they have just such clear favorites. Like, it's just they're not hiding it in the slightest. They have such clear favorites of what they want to be good, and then they just make it ridiculously good. Did we prize a goddamn Ethan's Adventure? No way. Of course we did. Of course we did. Okay. Well, so our only hope now is that they don't have the ability to get another Jellicent out, and then we can use Redeemable Ticket, or I guess if we can get it off these prize cards right now. No, of course not. Why would I think that? Why would I think that? That's foolish of me. How foolish of me to think that. And of course they have Fezandipiti. And of course they're going to get an Ultra Ball or just a Jellicent EX off of that. Maybe. No, they probably do. They're probably just teasing me. Probably just teasing me. They're going to be able to move 60 damage off. Dude! No! No! Fuck you. Genuinely, Pokemon, fuck you. Fuck out of here with this absolute goddamn bullshit. They can't keep getting away with this. Guardy is a menace that needs to be put down. It needs to be goddamn euthanized. The hatred I have for this deck cannot be measured. Not many decks can make me fucking crash out. Gardevoir is the top one because of this absolute fucking bullshit right here. God, that's so annoying. Anyways, thank God we can finally fucking use items. Thank Christ. We can use items. Woo-wee, we're going crazy over here. Do we need a Victini? Yeah, we do. Maybe. Might as well. Okay, so we'll Redeemable Ticket. Go get that last Ethan's Adventure. Ultra Ball it away. Jesus mother freaking Christ. Okay. Yeah, we'll go get a Drakloak. Give me as much draw power as I can get. We'll Night Stretcher back an energy probably. Now a Typhlosion. No, we need an energy. We need an energy. Just in case we don't get one off Unfair Stamp. Let's just get Team Evo out of here. And then Unfair Stamp. Alright. So now we need a freaking Gravity Mountain. Or our last Brave Bangle, which we did not get. But we do. We do have 2 Recon Directives. See, this would be a huge KO if we could take it. Please. Oh, we can also go get Fez. We can also go get Fez. Which I'll probably do. Well, I'll absolutely do if we don't get Gravity Mountain off this Drakloak. Okay. Grab a boss. Ultra Ball away. I think Shaymin and Iono at this point. Fez. Because with Arven, we can go get Brave Bangle and Sacred Ash, which would help us out. Please, dude. We got 10 cards left. Okay, thank you. Like, thank you. Brave Bangle or Gravity Mountain will work. Just please give me one. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Now we actually have a pretty good chance of winning this. Good God, man. Good God. Oh, my Lord. Alright. No damage for them to move around. No Guardy. No way for them to get a Guardy. No way for them to power up Jellicent. I think we've got him on the ropes. Well, yeah, we have, unless they Iono us, we have game in hand. God, I hate Gardevoir. Could y'all tell? Could y'all tell that I hate Gardevoir? Are they gonna freaking mind bend me? They're gonna mind bend me. Okay, I see you. I see you. Can we do anything to stop that? I think the game might just have to be on a coin flip, honestly. I think the game might just have to be on a coin flip. Because we could... Yeah, we can't attach retreat and a power up in the same turn, so... Oh, my dog wants to come in the room. Hi, buddy. Hi. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. So, we got 6 cards left in deck. We're still looking for a Sacred Ash. That would be nice. Okay, 2 Ultra Balls. That's alright. That's something. Recon Directive. That's nothing that we want. Okay. Here's the game. It's on a coin flip. What do we got? Why did I ever think that I would hit heads there? Why would I ever think that I could hit heads there? How foolish of me. How foolish of me to think that I... Oh, wait. Dude, we discarded the Sacred Ash early, didn't we? Oh, we're totally screwed. They have a rare candy, don't they? Why would I ever think that I could flip heads there? That's so dumb of me. That's so stupid. Okay. Yeah, I think we've lost. I think we've lost. That was our big shot there. God, that hurts. That one hurts. They are absolutely going to beat us. All they need to do is get a Guardy out, and then they've won. Because then they can just move damage off that they get from Guardy onto our Typhlosion. And we don't have another way to get any Typhlosion back, I don't think. But I believe we've used up our Night Stretcher, we've used up our Sacred Ash. And that's all we've got. So our only shot would be to retreat this Typhlosion and hope they don't get a Guardy. It's our only chance. Yeah, if they have a Guardy, good game. And that's all we can do. Damn it. Fuck Gardevoir, man. Fuck Jellicent. Fuck all this absolute bullshit. Fuck Pokemon right now. God damn it. It was literally just a coin flip. Alright. After a long period of meditation and some weed, we're back. We're calm. Still pissed at Gardevoir and Pokemon as a whole for enabling Gardevoir. But we're calm. We're fine. Everything's fine. Mimikyu. Okay. What do we got going on here? Yeah, I just... Like, my hatred for Gardevoir didn't start recently. I've been hating Gardevoir for so long. 'Cause it's so goddamn annoying. And it's always been just annoying. Like, literally, a few years ago now. A year and a half, 2 years ago, Cleffa was my main deck. That's why partially why it's always been my babies, because I've been playing with it for so long. And Gardevoir was at the time damn near probably a top 3, top 5 deck, and it just hasn't not been a top 3, top 5 deck for pretty much the entire time that it's existed. Oh, look at that. Look at that fun glitch. Look at that nice psychic energy that's just a hard just a hard yellow screen. That's so cool. Look at that. Look at how fun that is. Look at how good of an app you've made, Pokemon. Y'all are great. Y'all are so good at making apps. Anyways. And it's just nothing's changed. Gardevoir has just continued to be a top freaking deck for no goddamn reason, and it's so frustrating. That you just never see any sort of change. Ever. At all. Ever. Okay. Do we unfair stamp here? I think yes. If it gives us the opportunity to get a Quilava, there we go. It was worth it. It was worth it. Got an attach there. Do we have anything we want a Night Stretcher back? Not particularly right now. Let's see if we can get off Drakloak. I mean, shit. That seems pretty good to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, if they have a way to hit me for 30 extra, oh well. Good on them. Let's just Evo. Get some more Quilavas down. That's the name of the game right here, baby. Name of the game. Could have bonded by the journey as well, but that's okay. We'll be we only need 2. We need 2. Okay, well, whatever. If we can get 3 Ethans in the discard pile, we're 1-hit KO and Mimikyu. So, not too worried about that. Like, do they have a way to boost their output by 30 here? Probably not, right? I mean, they're probably going to get another benched Pokemon down, but if I had to guess. I'm curious if this is just straight Mimikyu stall. It's got the Psychic, the Mist, Nest Balls, Luxurious Capes. Looks like it. Is Crustle in here, or is it just Mimikyu? I wonder. And they're not going to get Crustle out because it's Typhlosion. But this might just be a straight Mimikyu stall deck. You know, good for you, man. I love it. I love it. Good for you. So yeah, we'll just get 3 Ethan's Adventures and just toss them in. Would I rather get the 2 Prizer right now? We're gonna be, no. Let's let them take another turn to get set up and stuff. Okay. And yeah, we'll just Ethan's Adventure, Ethan's Adventure, Ethan's Adventure. Professor's Research. Get them all gone, but 1. And then we need, in the next 7 cards, or next 9 cards, we need there to be an Ultra Ball or a Typhlosion. And the odds of that are pretty damn 100%, and they conceded. Well, let's get one more. Let's get one more quick game in. We had the really long one against Guardy that we lost, and we only gave you half the game against Saraledge, which I'm still pissed about. It's just that was purely my being a dumbass, not the app's fault this time. But let's go on to whatever it is. Game 4? I don't know. Well, we're not even gonna cut. We're not even gonna cut. This is all one take. God damn it. This has been a frustrating filming session, and I'm sorry if it's coming off that way in the video, but I really, really do love Typhlosion. I'm very, very genuinely excited that Brave Bangle is here. Not excited about pretty much anything else in Black Bolt, White Flare, but I'm very excited that Brave Bangle is here. Not excited that Tool Scrapper is also here, because Pokemon just can't ever allow me to have anything good ever. But at least we do finally have Brave Bangle, so we can hit those big boys quite a bit easier. With Gravity Mountain and Brave Bangle, we can now hit the 340 HP Stage 2 Pokemon, so that's good. That's good. And with Megas, we might just have to have a TM Devo or some shit. I don't know. But not looking forward to Megas being in the format at all. Like, these next few sets fill me with nothing but pure dread. Pure dread. Pure and utter dread. And I'm like, that shouldn't be how Pokemon should feel. It just shouldn't be how it is. But that is what the upcoming sets are making me feel. Like, none of this makes me excited, except for the brief glint that, like, Typhlosion and Garchomp will be good. And I guess that Crustle should continue to be pretty good, but, like, fuck, man. Other than that, there's not much that's really giving me any hope, like any hope at all in the future of Pokemon. And my opponent will not take their goddamn mulligan. Come on, man. Take your mulligan. Take your mulligan. The app continues to get worse and worse, and our coins or gems or whatever the fuck keep getting valued less and less. It's like, this is not the goddamn US government. You don't have to keep making everything worse. You don't have to keep inflation rising while you pad your fucking pockets, Mr. I'm making billions of dollars, but I can't make my product / country any better. Yes, this is a political and a Pokemon take. Because fuck the US government and fuck Pokemon right now. It's all so goddamn annoying. Can you tell that I'm on one today, man? Something has pissed me off, and nothing's holding me back right now. And I think my opponent is AFK, and that's just gonna continue to make me more pissed off because I'm trying to get good footage here. I don't care if I win or lose. I want to get good footage to show you guys how Typhlosion runs. Okay, they're not AFK. Thank you. Thank you to my opponent. And we are up against future box of some sort. They got the Miraidon. They got the cool one from Temporal Forces. I like that. I like that. I fuck with that heavy. I like that. And straight into Iono. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Didn't want to research away what they had. And we'll take that. We'll take that. That'll work. We can Quilava, get Ethan's Adventure, Ultra Ball away like that, and a Buddy-Buddy Poffin to go get another Quilava, Ethan's Adventure, and then research all that away and just have 2 in there instantly. So that's fine. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I'm curious what kind of future box they've got going on here. And then if we can get a Team Evo, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. We have nothing in the discard pile right now that we can super out back, at least. Town store. Thank you. Cool. I love it. I love it. Are they going to be able to take the knockout here? They just need an iron crown. No, they're going to have to peak excel onto themselves. That sucks. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I know that feeling well. Well, honestly, it doesn't happen all that often, but that's a bummer. That sucks. Okay. So yeah, this will be fine. And now that we have the Buddy-Buddy, we can actually use that if we want to. Ultra Ball away, that, counter catcher. We are just going to commit to the research. Yeah, we're giving up a boss. Oh well. I think it'll be worth it. And then we have Team Evo through Town Store, so I'm like, okay, sick. And I don't even have to worry about that either. And then we can Buddy-Buddy. Get these guys down. And research it all the way, baby. We didn't get an energy. Okay. Okay. Shouldn't need Brave Bangle here. Do we have all of our Ethans? Yes, we have all our Ethans, so we do not need Redeemable Ticket. Ah, shit, man. Really thought I would get an energy. No. Gosh dang it. We'll hold on to the Brave. Well, yeah, we'll hold on to the Brave Bangle. Shucks, man. That's a bummer. Really thought I was... Oh, there it is. Really thought I was going to be able to get a Team Evo off. Shoot. Might as well use the town store. Go grab another... Oh, rescue board. That's right. Oh, I forgot I can actually get this Drakloak out of the active. Cool. Cool, cool. So they're in for 160 if they want to. Let's send up our Dreepy. Call that good. Alright. Wasn't an ideal turn. No, but that's okay. This should be an interesting matchup, so. Especially because they weren't able to get a basic down last turn. Or another future Pokemon that they can actually accelerate energies onto. And based on the energy we see here, I would imagine this is kind of your standard future hands build. But I don't know what people are playing nowadays. It's interesting that future hands is making a small comeback. I've seen it on the ladder a little bit. It just kind of pops up every once in a while. It's one of those that's just like, whenever there's a lot of stage 2 decks in the meta, future hands can work. You can catch these stage 2 decks off guard and do all this fun stuff. Barsh. Oh well. So they're either taking my Drakloak or one of my Quilavas. Probably my Drakloak if I had to guess. No, they're gonna research it away? Why? Oh my. I mean, I guess that's crazy. And an Iron Crown finally comes down. So now they're going to be able to peak excel, knock out Dreepy, and power up Iron Hands. There they go. There they go. They're not doing too bad. They're not doing too bad. That's crazy, though. The researching away of all of those energies and the boss and a heavy baton is wild. It's wild. Yeah, this is gonna be a rant video. It's just this is how to play Ethan's Typhlosion plus rant about current affairs of the world and Pokemon. I guess on one slightly good note, I was able to get my second ever PC ETB. I finally was able to get another one. We were there in time to get a Gardevoir Mega PC ETB, which I'm kind of bummed. I didn't realize that there were two. I didn't realize it was Guardy and Lucario. So I saw Guardy and I was like, oh, in my mind I'm like, dude, you gotta just get one. If it's in stock, get it. So I just quickly checked out, got the Gardevoir, whatever, and then I really I went back to the page and I was like, oh shoot, there's Lucario here too. But I had to like reload the page and then it put me back in line, and by the time I got back into the site, the Lucarios were gone. So I was like, well, oh well. Both the Guardies and Lucarios were gone by the time I got back, and just a little frustrating. But I don't really care too much about the Mega set. Like I like the Prismatic set, so I'm like I was super pumped to be on the site at the right time to get a PC TB of Prismatic. And so I'm just gonna keep that one. Like that's a keeper, But with the Mega set, I don't care that much about it. So I'm kind of thinking about just selling it or trading it for like the Lucario one, because I do kind of like the Lucario one. Okay, they got a super out here. I do kind of like the Lucario one, but I don't like Guardy. I fundamentally don't like Guardy because of how much I hate the deck, So I don't know. But I'm happy. I'm pumped that I got a PC TV again. I'm like, cool, hell yeah. Finally, I was on the site at the right time, because I don't have Twitter. I don't keep up to date with when it drops. For me, it's a pure luck thing. I'm like, well, if it happened, if I just so happen to be on the site at the right time, cool. If not, whatever. So as much as I would like to Iono, I don't think we're gonna. I think we gotta just Ethan's Adventure. Use that last one. Don't mind if well, do we save it? We could save it. Do I do it? I'm tempted to do it. Let's bond it by the journey first. Grab our last Ethan's Adventure. Get... What do we get? 2 of these and 1 of these. Yeah. 2 of those and 1 of those. Sounds like a plan to me. Brave Bangle, the one that we're not going to attach the energy to. We also do still have Recon Directive. Let's hold off on the Unfair Stamp. Let's Recon Directive now and get another energy. Okay, sick. That was worth it then. Yeah. And because I want them to have some more cards in their hand if I'm gonna Unfair Stamp them, And we're already hitting for 280, so the Bangle does not matter. Brave Bangle is unnecessary at this time, but it's nice to have. It's just nice to have. Nice to look at. And we got another Typhlosion. Let's go. Probably should have checked to see if that was in the deck before I discarded the redeemable ticket, but whatever. It's fine. It all worked out. It's like they are taking the 1-hit KO, and I guess they could have Prime Catcher, which is why you always want to start with Mew in this case, so you can maybe Prime Catcher up Drakloak or Quilava or Cyndaquil and take a 2-prizer with Iron Hands. But they can take a 1-prizer with Iron Hands with Arm Press right now, because they're hitting... Oh, they don't have any tools left. That's crazy. They're hitting for 160 for Thank you very much. So if they had one more future booster, do they not have more future booster energy capsules? A future booster would and one single energy would allow them to take the 2-prize knockout on my Typhlosion. That'd be pretty big. That'd be pretty big. I'm just... What? And then they're gonna research? Are they trying to get the heavy baton? I know in their mind they're probably trying to do the prime catcher attach, take a 2 prizer, but if they literally just attached that to him, they're taking a 2 prizer on Typhlosion because he'd hit for 180 for Amp You Very Much. Right? No way! Oh, they're hitting for 180 anyways. Wait, how? 120, 140, 160. Oh, there's another one. I didn't catch that they had all the different arts out there. Never mind. You're fine. You're fine, Future Box. You're fine. But they did not get a heavy baton down, which is quite a big deal. And they do have 8 cards in hand now. So I'm like, okay. Now we unfair stamp. We get an energy or do we get Quilava? We already attached for turn, so yeah, we'll get Quilava. Alright, and unfair of the stamp. The unfairest stamp of them all. That'll work. Don't give them Fezandipiti. We could Arven for Super Rod if we wanted to. No, we cannot. Never mind. We'll do that though. And do a little recon. Do a little reconnaissance. Yes. I do like the Ultra Ball, but we also have Arven if we need it, so, and we also have Night Stretcher, so. Alright. Bye bye, big boy Iron Hands. Now what you got, Future Hands? now what can you do? That is the question. That is the question. These types of matchups we're pretty good into. So I'm always happy to see. Oh, did we already use our Super Rod? We had to discard it. We had to discard it in the first turn, didn't we? Wait, what? Did we? When did we use that shit? When did we discard our Super Rod? Was it with one of these Ultra Balls? Not there. It must have been on that first turn, right? Why do I not remember this? Drew Buddy-Buddy Poffin, or played Buddy-Buddy Poffin, ended my turn. Oh, we researched it away. That's right, because we just had to get some new cards. So yeah, maybe I should have just Ethan's Adventured there, but whatever. That's fine. It's fine. Can we get a boss? A boss would be quite nice. Do we have bosses left? Yes, there should be one boss left. Hopefully. Unless it's prized. They have a boss. Get my Quilava or get my Drakloak. Quilava or Drakloak. Quilava. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll... Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Do we have any Cyndaquils left? No. Buddy-Buddy Poffin, probably for nothing. Well, at least we do have a chance of maybe getting a boss out through Top Deck or Drakloak. Top Deck, boss? Top Deck, boss. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. So this will be our last usage of a recovery. So I'm trying to think. We should... we have a Quilava in hand. We have our last Typhlosion in there. So I don't think it's really worth getting anything else out. I think these are our 2 attackers, and that's just how it is. Let's go ahead and recon. I love it when you just you do. Sometimes Pokemon does just give you what you need, you know, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Dang, I could have recon. It really doesn't matter. We're taking this knockout, and then whoever they put up into the active, we're taking the knockout there, and that's game. Yeah, I love it. I love it. This deck is so fun. This will probably be my 1A deck in terms of competitive decks that I'm going to use. And then I think I'm going to have kind of a, well, this will be the number 1 deck. And then I think for number 2, it'll be tied between Garchomp and Crustle, between those two. As far as decks that I have, like, in person put together, taken to events, that type of stuff. And then I have Tyranitar Item Lock put together, which, in fact, I went 3-0 at my local tournament last night with Tyranitar Item Lock. That was fun. But that one's going to be my more, we're having fun type of deck. Not much more than that. Not much more than that. Tyranitar Item Lock is great, but it's too inconsistent to really rely on. Typhlosion, I love the consistency of this deck. Now I love how much damage we can do with Brave Bangle. Like, I did so much practicing with this deck before NAIC that I'm like, yeah, I feel confident with it right now. I like the 2-2 line that I got going with Dreepy Drakloak. I was playing a 1-1, and it was good, because, I mean, honestly, you don't need Drakloak most of the time. It's just nice to have as a bonus, but I do like the 2-2. Anyways, that is all for the gameplay. I hope y'all enjoyed my absolute crash out, and we'll go back to the other tie. And that is the new and improved Ethan's Typhlosion. Despite my anger in this video, I am so very excited about Ethan's Typhlosion being good with Brave Bangle. I've been waiting on this for a while, and I'm just so pumped that it's finally here, and I hope y'all have enjoyed it as well. This is a super fun deck, and with the Brave Bangle, I legitimately think it could be easily top 10, potentially top 5 at times in the meta in terms of just best decks. Y'all already know I'm going to be playing this for the online tournament next Tuesday. I'm pumped. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Let me know down in the comments what you think of Ethan's Typhlosion. If you're a fan, if you don't like it, let me know. If you really enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. You already know all of this. But if you want to join the Totodile gang, I'd really appreciate it. And speaking of which, huge shout out to my channel members, Wes Reacts, Plus Ultra G, Justin G, Chef Husky, and Dominices. Y'all are too incredibly kind, and I love you guys so much, so thank you. If you want to join a channel member, you'll get the videos a day or 2 early. Get some extra perks like some cool emotes in chat, in the streams. Speaking of which, I do stream every Tuesday and Friday at 6. And if you join at a certain tier, you get a custom Totodile Gang Pokemon card. So check that out if you're interested in supporting the channel, if you just enjoy what I do. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all are enjoying. Hope you enjoy the brand new release of Black Bolt White Flare. Everybody's been going crazy. But yeah, appreciate y'all so much, and I will see y'all next time.